We are here with Michelle Mistel. Usually Michelle's in studio, but this time we're here at her store, Real Deals on Home Decor. Thanks for letting us here into your beautiful, beautiful holiday festive location is what I'm going to call this right now. You've done such a great job, Michelle, setting up for Christmas. So this really gives us a feel. When you come into the studio, you bring a few pieces and they're always so stunning. But to be here, you really get a sense of the work you've put in to make Christmas you know, light up at your store.
Yes, it's a lot of fun for us. It is hard work.
Yeah.
And I have the greatest team ever that helped me put this together, and they make me look good. So it is just a fun time. The store is filled with positive energy, and customers are always happy to see the decor, and it spurs on their love of Christmas as well. So they, whether they leave with a treasure or not, they leave with a happy smile, and that's really my heart. So yeah, it's a fun spot.
I feel like you've put some thought into how you've put the displays together. So let's go through some of them.
Oh, sure.
Starting with this amazing one right here, the snowman.
Yes. Well, there's always lots of snowmen, and really they hit a chord with a lot of people. Yeah. I think because they're nostalgic childhood kind of thing, right? And they're happy. They're very, very happy.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of color in here. There's a lot of red. Plaid is big. So there's a lot of plaid. And the other thing that's really big is the fresh sort of pine, like the tree look is big too.
Right.
So, but this little grouping just is primarily happy and colorful, right?
Is it best to do themes when you're setting up, you know, in the store for the holidays? It's just easier for people to kind of get a sense?
I think it is easier for them to shop. I mean, they may have that small little section in their home, a mantle, a space that they want to create that type of environment. But for people, they're picking one or two that are you know, like key for them.
Yeah.
And so for us, there's just so much. You'd be pretty overwhelmed if this was all blended together. Yeah. So really, it's a happy little walkthrough, and it gives everybody ideas about maybe I want this sort of feel, or maybe I want this sort of feel, or I can add this to what I currently have already. Right? So that it works into that type of a feel in the home.
Okay, so we looked at the snowman, obviously, the happy theme. Everything's happy at this time of year. But if we kind of move along this way, let's go look at what's happening over here. Yeah. And we have some trains, I guess, and some, this is, what would you call this?
Well, you know what, for me, this is always a fun thing. So galvanized product in my shop is priority because I just happen to love it. I could buy it every day of the week. But with the trains, it's always that theme for Christmas seems to be one of those nostalgic, again, ideas that bring on Christmas, right?
Yeah,
and so big kids, little kids, and we've actually sold through a few of them. So they're just fun. And I've had them in color or not. And I've got, you know, sort of floor size ones we've had in before as well. So you could put something in an entryway as well. So and it's a piece you're going to keep year after year because it's that type of a nostalgic piece, right?
They're so beautiful. Yeah. And it really it is for every age. It doesn't matter, right? I feel like you could have this in a kid's display or an adult's display.
Absolutely. And lots of grandmas come in and want that for their grandkids, right? Because they're going to visit for the holidays. Super fun. I just think they're great.
So everything from candles, Michelle, to just things that maybe you'd put on your mantle, to pretty much everything, right?
It seems to be that candles are predominant, but those little twinkly lights are big because people will use them in a bunch of different ways, in a lantern, to crown a star. I mean, of course, you're going to use it on a tree, but there's lots of applications for those. They're fantastic. I mean, we all use those in our homes and all year round, but especially at Christmas because it's warm and cozy.
Exactly.
We love that. Yes, yes.
Okay, so if we move a little bit this way.
For sure.
I like this tour that we're getting.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic.
Yes. So this kind of wall is really a fun spot for us. So it's easy to see. A lot of people will use signs. They'll use the decor with, and you can see the plaid's really big this year. On doors, on mantles. They make great gifts. So there's a really, we sell a lot of this kind of product that really is cozy and sort of just warms up some space.
Yeah, I feel like having those words, those really positive holiday words just makes it that much more special, right?
I know, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
So you sell a lot of these, obviously.
Yeah, we do.
And you have these year-round, obviously not in the Christmas theme, but these are the kinds of things that you sell in Real
the wall
Real
behind
Deals.
us, absolutely. That, I mean, signs, and I think it's something to do with the media kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Because we speak in terms of statements, and you know, and that lends over to decor because in our homes we want that statement that's cozy. It's a family thing. It's a home thing. It's maybe a memory for a lost one that we can bring in. So all of those things are important.
How long does it take you, Michelle, to set up your store
Oh my
for
gosh.
this?
So about a quarter of the shop physically comes down on a Monday. We're closed on a Monday and it comes down and then we bring in new stock. And so the girls are working, there's usually a team of 2 of them and they hit pretty hard, and sometimes it's a 2-day. Like the front end of the shop just this last week took a pretty good turnover. That was 2 days. So there's a little bit that goes into it, but I think it spurs on ideas.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe you wouldn't have thought about using, you know, lights that way, or a candle that way, or candlesticks, because those are huge. Candlestick holders this time of year are huge. So maybe you wouldn't have thought of it until you saw the display. So
Yeah.
it's thought provoking.
Exactly, and if we kind of swing around
Yes.
here, I just want to see everything. I don't know if I
Well,
can.
let you stay.
but
It's good.
Please,
Yeah.
please let me stay.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
This is a mixture of pretty much everything, although mostly reindeers, right?
Well, we had a lot of woodland sort of feel.
Yeah.
We've sold through a bit of it, but that is a big field of plaids and the woodland and some of the natural stuff.
So yeah, so much to look at, Michelle, and this is the display I like.
Yeah.
Probably my most favorite, but that's because this is my color theme.
For sure, yes. You and a lot of people.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what are we looking at here? There's pretty much the lanterns and
Yes.
lots of candles and
Yes.
things.
I think it's just an easy way to show the reds, the traditional reds, right, and the
Yeah.
whites. But the whites are very popular. Little birds and the little deer and the candlesticks. And a lot of the church, the little lit guys are very popular. People will collect those and add to that collection every year. So yeah, very pretty. Very
Yeah, so
warm.
obviously this is a time of year where a lot of people are coming in and out of your store
Yeah.
for that holiday aspect. But I know that
Yes.
you have some real regular customers
Yeah.
that visit you
Yeah.
quite often.
Quite often, and especially this time of year, they come in and, man, my shop really, I'm so thankful. I mean, it's just the nature of why I got into business, is so I could see people every day, and so many people have faithfully supported us, and of course this time of year they're all in and out, so I'm very thankful. Yeah. Very thankful.
Well, thanks, Michelle, for letting us into your store, your beautiful Christmas decor, and how you've transformed this location for the holidays. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. Make sure you visit Real Deals on Home Decor, located near Storms, and of course you can visit their Facebook page as well. We're back in 2 minutes on Midday. Stay with us.